What's up, guys? You're watching Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to The Ballad of Danny Bailey by Elton John. This was suggested by a patron, so you know how to check it out. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the many classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
Some punk with a shotgun killed young Danny Bailey in cold blood in the lobby of a downtown motel. Killed him in anger, a force he couldn't handle. Helped pull the trigger that cut short his life. And there's not many knew him the way that we did. Sure enough, he was a wild one, but then on most hungry kids. Now it's all over Danny Bailey, and the harvest is in. Feeling just dead. I guess the cops won again. Now it's all over Danny Bailey, and the harvest is in. We're running short of heroes back up here in the hills. Without Danny Bailey, we're gonna have to break up our stills. So mark his grave well, 'cause Kentucky loved him. Born and raised a proper, I guess life just bugged him. And he found faith in danger, a lifestyle he lived by. A running gun youngster in a sad, restless age. Now it's all over Danny Bailey, and the harvest is in. Feeling just dead.
Wow. This is way different than any other Elton John song I've heard ever. The storytelling and the musical creativity were top notch. This one is definitely getting added to the playlist. I love the intro with the piano with that ominous tone. It was just kind of preparing you for the story to come. I also enjoyed like the single hit of that snare. It was just so loud and crisp. I think it was supposed to represent like a gunshot. It almost like startles you in a way. The piano on this song was amazing, as it usually is on Elton John songs. The drums are fantastic as well, really loud and thunderous, and this bass line was something else. It was ultra funky for a song with such a dark story. I just really love the beat on this song throughout. I love all the string instruments on this song. They just had so much style and swagger. The background singers also added a lot to this song, and of course Elton John's lead vocals. He had an amazing delivery on this song. He just flowed so well with the music. Really amazing stuff. Now let's check out the lyrics. He said, "Some punk with a shotgun killed young Danny Bailey in cold blood in the lobby of a downtown motel. Killed him in anger, a force he couldn't handle, helped pull the trigger that cut short his life. And there's not many that knew him the way we did. Sure enough, he was a wild one, but then aren't most hungry kids?" So this is a really heavy opening verse. He's talking about a young man, Danny Bailey, being killed by another young man, I presume, in what was basically a public execution in the middle of a lobby of a downtown motel. He's saying that the killer was kind of consumed by anger, something he couldn't handle, and that's evident by how he did it. Just out in the open, witnesses around. He clearly was in over his head as far as emotions go, and that kind of leads me to think he was a younger guy just because of how it happened. Just no consideration for the future or even being caught. But then the song also alludes to Danny being like a young wild kid. He probably did a lot of dirt in his short time on earth, and he said Danny kind of helped pull the trigger. So maybe he wronged this other young man in some way, stole from him, double crossed him, something to drive this person to wrath. But this last verse kind of sums it up. He says, "Sure enough, he was a wild one, but then aren't most hungry kids." So he's basically saying when you grow up poor, when you grow up uneducated, these are kind of the outcomes. Without any guidance, you just kind of acclimate to your environment. He did what he needed to do to survive, and also got tied up in some unsavory activities. But if you're hungry, you're probably poor, and you probably live in a poor area. So these are the people that you're surrounded with. It takes a different sort of revelation to realize that this is not what life is supposed to be. You kind of have to see or be shown something different in order to understand that, because the life he was living is his everyday reality. The chorus goes, "Now it's all over, Danny Bailey, and the harvest is in. Dillinger's dead, oh, I guess the cops won again. Now it's all over, Danny Bailey, and the harvest is in." So it seems like he's kind of talking about the cycle of, life and death here. This is a common outcome for poor kids that grow up in these type of situations. You have no guidance or role models, you get into stuff you're not supposed to, and your life gets cut short due to poor decisions. And then he says, "I guess the cops won again." So I guess for the police, this would be a win in their book, because it's one less person, doing crime, causing trouble, and one less person they have to worry about. He also said that in kind of like a smug way, so I assume he's kind of pointing to the lack of empathy maybe from the police. Maybe he's kind of saying they ignore the humanity of the person. All people can be redeemed. It's just a matter of someone reaching out to them, someone showing them the way. Especially as a young kid, you don't know what you don't know. Next verse he says, "We're running short of heroes back up here in the hills. Without Danny Bailey, we're gonna have to break up our stills. So mark his grave well, cause Kentucky loved him. Born and raised a proper, I guess life just bugged him, and he found faith in danger, a lifestyle he lived by, a running gun youngster in a sad, restless age." So he's kind of saying that people looked up to Danny in a way, as they do like most outlaws. For instance, Pablo Escobar, Scarface, Bonnie and Clyde. Sometimes people like to root for the bad guy because they wish they could be doing the same. And here he's saying Kentucky loved him. So he was kind of like a local legend. Then he says that he was born and raised a proper, but I guess life just bugged him. So it's not that Danny was necessarily raised with bad morals. It's just that whatever he went through in life kind of overwhelmed him, and he didn't have the guidance needed to kind of process those things. Maybe he went through some pain and trauma, or just had some false ideas about the world and how things work. Whatever it was, probably anger, led him to this life of crime, just like the young man that killed him. Man, this was some great storytelling, a really deep song. Great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys on the flip.